times I've noticed that we tend to want to chalk up price as the objection when a lot of times it's clarity, right? You haven't given them a clear enough reason as to why they should even say yes to you, no matter how good the sales call, no matter how good the sales page was, right? So, what I want to do today is walk you guys through 3 ways why your proposals aren't converting today and how I want you to fix it. Okay. These are really clear, really easy, simple steps to follow. But I imagine a lot of us are making these mistakes today. So if we have not yet met, I am Ashley Tyndall. I am your favorite systems pro and the owner of Solution Integrators. The work that I do is to help business owners keep shit simple, right? Creating simple and efficient and automated and supportive systems that support their high ticket offers, that support their high ticket client experiences, that support the way they want to run their businesses, that support their lives, right? So everything that I'm doing and everything that I'm talking about today is things that I do actively in my own business and that I help my clients do. Okay. So the very first thing that I've noticed when it comes to proposals that aren't converting is you're overcomplicating it, right? You're making that shit way too hard. So you keep wanting to add more. You want to add more fluff. You make it very you centric. You add more about your credentials and your awards, your certifications and the things that you've done, right? But the client doesn't see themselves in the proposal, right? You've added so much value or so much strategy that you end up giving zero clarity, right? You make it really, really hard for them to even understand what's happening. So instead, I want you guys to be very clear on the scope of delivery, right? What do I get? What do I not get? Point blank, right? If I receive your proposal and it's not clear to me what my investment is and what I'm walking away with as a result, that's a problem, right? Be clear and be straightforward in that language of by accepting this proposal, you walk away with these things, right? I'm a fan of making proposals custom. I am not a fan of making proposals custom and spending days trying to do it, right? It's a big difference. You should be able to create or design a proposal that's templated in a way, but that you can still add client focused summaries, right? How will this offer serve this client's problem, right? How will this offer meet this client's needs, right? I like to always include a blurb at the top of my proposals that just kind of recaps the things that we talked about on a sales call, right? You should be. I'm imagining you're taking notes, right? You're engaged. You're locked the fuck in, whether it's through the DMs or on this sales call. And so, what you should be doing is taking those things and then applying them to your offer, right? Allowing your client to see themselves in this offer, in this proposal, and then moving forward from there. So be clear, be straightforward. You're going to walk away with these 3 things, right? I get this. I don't get this. This is for me. This is why this is for me. And this is what I'm going to walk away with as a result. Another thing that I see very commonly is you haven't made it clear as to why I should even say yes, right? A lot of times, if you send a proposal and you get 3 to 4 back and forth emails with questions, something wasn't clear, right? There was a gap somewhere, either between your call, your sales call, or your sales page and the proposal delivery, right? There's a gap. In that proposal, you should address objections, anticipate objections, and address them, right? If there are a lot of things that people commonly ask you, how much support do I get after my website launch? How long is it going to take me to get my images back after our wedding? What all does, what if I need to add on something additional at the end of our project, right? If these are common questions that you're getting, again, there's a gap somewhere. You either need to add these things to your sales page, to your sales call, or include them as frequently asked questions inside of the proposal. One thing that I definitely recommend not doing is taking people away from your proposal, right? So I've seen people create these beautiful design proposals. Oh, you have more questions, or oh, check out this video, and it takes them away, right? It takes them to Instagram, or it takes them to YouTube, and then okay, I don't got distracted now. Like I'm somewhere else, and then I've forgotten all about your proposal, right? So inside of your proposals, I want to make sure that you guys are reiterating your outcomes, right? Reiterating why I need to say yes, why this is for me again, and then anticipate those objections, right? Again, go back to the common questions that you see you're getting. Go back to the things that just aren't clear to you, that aren't clear to your client, whatever, and then answer those inside of the actual proposal where you can. Okay. Another area that I see is you're just making it too hard. I know you spent a lot of time and effort on that Canva proposal, friend, but it ain't it. It's just not it, right? You're not guiding them to a decision. You're sending over this PDF that's really pretty. It looks good, right? But it doesn't allow them to take clear action and clear next steps. So, do I got to email you back? And then maybe you send me a contract link. And then after that contract link, you send me an invoice link. Like, what's happening, right? You're not guiding them to clear action or clear steps to say yes to you, to make a decision with you, right? Or maybe your process is too transactional, right? I've had people say that, I don't send proposals. There's nothing to propose. And I get it, right? You do you. But your booking process should be an extension of your overall client experience, right? It should be a way that from the moment I say hello to the moment that we decide to work together, to the moment that we decide, hey, I'm interested in you, right? To the moment I pay you, I should feel seen and supported and heard in that experience, whether or not I meet with you, right? Even if you might have a process that people can still book without you talking to them, you can still allow your clients to be seen and to be heard and to be supported without all the extra stuff, right? I want to make sure that your next steps are clear. Okay, I signed this proposal, I signed my contract, I pay my invoice. What now, right? What's going to happen after these things are all done? I always like to make it clear of, hey, bam, 1, 2, 3. This is how easy it is to getting started working together, right? You're gonna accept your proposal. You're gonna sign your agreement. You're gonna pay your deposit. You're gonna receive your welcome email, right? And then I'm gonna get to work from there. You don't have to walk them through the entire process unless you want to, right? Like if you wanted to give them the full timeline details, you absolutely can. But instead, I want you to just truly make it without question. So, right, going back to the making it, not being able to answer my questions immediately upon reading that proposal, I want to know after I pay you this 4-figure deposit that you're not just about to run off, right? Make your proposal a full extension of your overall client experience from the moment I am pique some sort of interest all the way through to the end of our project together, okay? Proposals, they don't convert because they're confusing, because they're incomplete, because they're too complicated, because you are doing the most or you're not doing enough, right? But when they're clear, when they're specific, when they're client centered, it's easier to get a yes and a faster yes, right? It's easier to get a yes when you are intentional about following up on those proposals, right? If you just sent off that Canva PDF, walked away, and that was that, okay, maybe you weren't too interested in working with me in the first place, right? So again, building in a way to allow the clients to say yes easily, allowing them a way to take action, allowing them a way to that process should be just as seamless as everything else in the rest of your process, right? As easy as it was for me to apply and hop on a call with you, that's how easy it should be for me to make it official, to sign, and to pay you. Okay. Now I want to see if anyone is here live. If you are here live, drop in the chat for me. Of the 3 things that I've mentioned, so whether it's making it too complicated, making it unclear as to why I should say yes, or making it not easy to say yes, Which of those three do you guys identify with? Do you feel that you're possibly doing today? And let me know in the chat.